Okay, so there's that piece of wood. Now it's well, it's half buried in dirt actually, so I've sort of partly dug it out, but it's got this very interesting knoll here where a limb had come out and snapped off some years before we pulled the tree down. And we have to pull trees down here because they get infested with bugs. There's a big bug hole up in the top here and it kills the tree off. And it makes it dangerous walking around the paddocks because these trees have a habit of just dropping limbs, and some of them are very big and people have been killed. So we bring the trees down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my electric chainsaw and I'm going to trim off here and probably trim off here, because what I want to do, I want to make a bowl, an odd shaped bowl that incorporates this. So the bowl is in here, in that part in there. So the rim is going to follow this contour around, hopefully, because I say hopefully, there's a little bit of rotten wood here. So I can't really detect the extent that that goes in, and there's a little bit in here, not too much, but I'll just bring the camera up and take a close-up of this, because the patterns of this wood is absolutely. What I'm doing here is I'm just machining this high spot off here and here, so I can get my faceplate. It's the 6-inch faceplate. So although I've only got about 4 inches across here, you know, I've got 10 inches or 9 to 10 inches in length there. I've got a multitude of holes here in the center and the outer ring of holes. So what I can do is put, say, 2 here, 2 here, and I can put 2 or 3 here and here. So I can sort of take the outer hole ring here and the whether it be a grizzly or whatever. The grizzly is pretty well closest to this. Insist that it has the digital readout because then you know exactly how fast your lathe is going. I personally would not purchase a lathe that doesn't have a DTI, digital readout. So you can see I've got a general shape going now. I think what I'm going to do is do a straight down through here. I've got a little bit of a lumpy, I think I'm going to machine that out. So it's going to be I've got to work my way to this tip here. And so I'm going to shave it down, shave it down, shave it down. But I'm not going to go any smaller diameter than about here. I'm just going to straighten this off I'm not sure how I'm going to attach it yet. I'll come to that decision a little bit later. As you can see, there is some rotten wood here, just in through here and in through here. You can actually see it distinctively here. And I actually want to, if I can, I don't know whether I can or not, capture that. I want to keep that in there because it's a very nice contrast to the rest of the pinky sort of whitey wood. Now you can see the bit through there too. So, and I don't think there's any danger of this splitting up on me, but there are a few cracks in it, quite a few actually. But the material is so hard and tough, you know, I think it's...
You love somebody that troubles you. When you feel for that someone, that love ain't coming through. Try to please her.
Well, it's starting to look a lot better. Oh, see spalted punky wood there. That's probably going to have to come out. That's really rotten, that. I know a lot of people put super glue in it. Oh, I'd prefer to have a void, I think. There we go. That's better. A bit of a crag. Look at that, it's beautiful. Okay, well, we'll keep on going. I just want to shave a little bit more off this now, and we'll make some sort of decision on how we're going to hang on to this end. But judging by the amount of... no, it's pretty good wood there, I think. We'll see how we go.
So you go around there, get her point of view. She says it's hard to trust. She's been hurt before. You reassure her, won't be hurt no more. And there's a daisy quickly pass, that love it grows. And when she smiles at you, your heart it knows.
So this is a round nose scraper, and it's really a finishing tool. What I was doing there is getting rid of most of the machining marks. Let's see this machining marks here from the bowl gouge. So I'm just taking the machining marks out and seeing what, and that's really nice material, you know. There's a lot of character in that. Beautiful, actually. So now I'll use the scraper. I actually don't really like using scrapers on sort of hit and miss material, which is what this is. But in this case, I don't think I've got much of a choice. So I'll have to do it very quietly.
Maybe bruised and sore, been passed down through centuries of time. Let its patience be your guide.
It's looking okay. This is as far as I want to go, I think. That's really nice material, you know, from a blooming old block of wood that's lying around in the paddock half buried for a few years to, wow. I think we can turn this into really something. So we've turned it round now, and this is looking alright. I think this is going to turn out to be quite nice. Although someone has actually put an axe, tried to get an axe into it there. I can't remember doing it, but someone did. Made a bit of a mark, but that's going to be machined out because we're going to be ending up with about a 3/8 of an inch wall thickness here. So let's scallop it out. Let's see what we end up with. This is going to be interesting here because I don't know what's in the center here. This is all solid wood here, but that's all rotten. There's a big void back in there. So you see, wood is very unpredictable in a lathe. That's why I bring the tailstock up. So I'm just going to clean this piece out, and this is a bit rotten actually, and we'll re-put the tailstock in there. Now is I'm actually trying to work away at the outside here a little bit while I've got this large amount of fairly solid material in the middle to be supported by the tailstock. I'm removing some of this out here now because it just gives me it's a more stable way of, I suppose, removing material. So it's a very, very long and drawn out process, but I think the rewards at the end of it will be pretty good. So here we go then. Okay, so I've just broken through that rotten material. Of course, I've got quite a void left in there now, and it's making it very difficult to machine, but we will get there. I don't think it's going to snap off anyway. I think we're still going to be okay, but Well, we've got some work ahead of us, I think. Ooh, there's a big crack. Gonna have to watch that one. I don't want that splitting off. We got a big cavity in here. I don't know. Well, we'll make some sort of bowl out of it. Do you know, I don't know whether to go any further with this, because that's looking pretty damn... It's only hanging... Oh, it's cracked right through the back here, right through to there, so do you know, I'm not going to go any further than that. I'm just going to take out the inside and leave the inclusions and the voids. Maybe take some with the, you know, with the sander and my little grinder, and finish it off by hand. I'm just going to take this centre boss out, I think. I think that's the best. Because it's getting rather dodgy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change to my pattern off tool, actually, to get this centre nub out. I find it the best way. The pattern off tool doesn't tend to flex in any way, and it just makes the job a little easier. That's what we're going to do right now. Get rid of that. So now you can't get this underneath here very far. We'll take it up as close as we can, which is about there. A bit closer, like that, and swing this around inside. Raise him up, actually come out a bit further. There. Okay. Now, hopefully I'm not going to get in the way of the cameras, because I have to sort of get in and around this way at this, and I'm limited to where I can put the cameras, so hopefully, I've got two cameras running on this. Hopefully one of them will, you'll be able to see what I'm doing and I don't block too much of it. I'm just going to take out as much of the inside here as I can, you know. I can't take too much of that out because it's only, I've got a split here, I've got a split right through here, and I'm going to have a devil of a job to try and hollow this out. Now you've already seen it come spitting out the lathe once. You know, I think I've just found a name for this bowl, because we live in Tasmania, which is an island just off the south of Australia. It's still a state of Australia, and it's about as big as Ireland, actually, as in the UK. So it's not a small island, it's quite a big one. And here we have a few odd animals, and one of them is a Tasmanian devil. They're very shy creatures, but they're all mouth. You've probably seen them on the Bugs Bunny cartoon. There's one called Taz, which is a character of Tasmanian devil. And they're a bit unpredictable, and you never go near them because they'll have your blooming fingers off. About as big as a bull terrier, I suppose. But they're a bit noisy and a bit nasty. Okay, so Tassie Devil Bowl it is. So I'll hollow the inside of this out now to the best of my ability. I really don't want to lose this now. Have to come in this far. So gently, gently, and we'll get there. What I've decided to do with this bowl is, because I'm finding there's so much rotten material in here, and I've got a crack right the way through here, and I don't want to lose this wing, or even this small wing here, because there's a crack through that one as well. I'm going to now get a scraper and get all the tooling marks out of this and finish this off flush and make this a cross between a bowl and a platter, because otherwise it's just gonna turn into a disaster, I think, if I keep on machining and machining and machining away, because I'm finding this material's going rottener and rottener. And I really want to keep this as it is, like this. I think it looks fantastic. So I'm going to clean this up now and get some different grits of sanding paper and sand them up. Finish this off here. I like that edge there, that's beautiful. I'm not even going to touch that with anything. Well, maybe that a little bit, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to get a scraper now and just clean the tool marks out and see what it looks like. Well, that little bowl, platter, devil bowl, didn't quite turn out as I was expecting, but still it's a very presentable platter cum bowl, and I'm relatively happy with it. It's got a lot of character. So if you've enjoyed the video today, please press like, subscribe to my channel, and please come and visit my channel. There's now, I have 2 channels. You can get to my second channel by this banner here. Between the 2 channels there's over 300 videos of wood turning, CNC routing, let me see, lasers, CNC mill work, which I'm going to do more of in the future as well, and the related programs like ArtCAM and Laser Cut 6.1. So thank you for joining me, and so until next time, it's bye for now.